What's up, y'all? It's GT Junior Grows in Alaska. I am on my way to the second job. When you come in, if you can say, if you can hear me well and see me well, just let me know. My internet's been acting up a little bit. I missed some of Wind Down Wednesday today. It was only like 10 minutes, but I had to restart my phone because it was acting up. The internet was. And after I restarted my phone and started my phone back up, what's up with you, Happy Mac? I seen that I had missed a couple of text messages that actually weren't coming through. So, okay, thank you. It's still on? What's still on? It's still on. I don't know what that is. So, Wind Down Wednesday is still on. Yeah, I had to. I'm not competing against anybody, but I had to get it in because I'm on my way to work and I had something to say. That's all that is. What's up with you, Shakira? How you doing? Hey there, Tammy. How you doing? So today was a very emotional day. God's construction. Hey there. It's good to see y'all. Yeah, it's good to see y'all. I ain't seen y'all in a good little minute. So today was a very emotional day because if y'all don't know, my desire, my dream is what's up with you, the educated natural was you helped me out a lot, the educated natural, with your words today. So I appreciate your live that you did today. So let me close this so y'all can hear me better. We going through life things, but it's cool. I hear you, God desire. What's up with you, Mona? How you doing? How you doing? So my desire. What's up with you, broke? How you doing? Much love and respect to you as well, the educated natural. What's up with you, K Renee? How you doing? How you doing? Tim was bringing it up today. I'm so grateful. Yeah, we all grateful for her words. So what happened was, I mean, my desire and my dream is my dream job is to own my own assisted living home. Okay, the home that we have is for me to operate as a licensed assisted living home. I've been working in this industry for over 10 years and I love what I do. I feel like it's very gratifying. I go to work and I feel like I serve a greater purpose. So I've been doing it for a good little minute and I really, really enjoy it. So I've been preparing for this for the last, I say 2 years. No, I say for the last 5 years. The last 2 years that I've been implementing a lot of things to help myself out. So I had my inspection on Monday and I was all giddy about it. I prepared the room, I prepared parts of the house, and I was satisfied. And so the inspector came in, and from the initial like expression on his face was troublesome, and I didn't understand why until after he left. After he left, while he was there, we went over everything, the disaster kit, the first aid kit, and all these other things. And he seemed for the most part I was prepared. And then we got to specific things that I'm supposed to have, policies and procedures and things that's supposed to be tacked up or whatever. And it seemed like I did a piss poor job, basically. And I couldn't understand why it went the way that it went. And my house isn't dirty. It has a little clutter there, and it's because I'm a gardener. So he goes and he does everything. He making little notations of things that I need to fix and correct or whatever. And you know, um, I let him know that I am a gardener, and I'm not trying to be. It's not about perfection. When it comes down to the job, I definitely can handle the individual to make their life, worthwhile. And that was what it was. And when he was leaving, he wanted to see my garden. So I let him see my garden. He took pictures or whatever. We had a great conversation. He said that he wanted to do something like that. Him and his wife actually thought about moving so that they could implement a lot of different things, because in the city you have limitations. But as you get out of the city, you have more leeway, you have more freedom. So me and him conversated about that and everything. And so the next thing I know, he he tells me, you have a lot of potential as far as your house. But I said, yeah, I see it. What's up with your crystals, pets, and plants? How are you? So on that was on Monday. So I get he leaves. My wife comes in. Well, my wife comes out of the computer room. So she comes out of the computer room and she's asking me these questions. And my mind was so, I tell her a few things about what was going on and what we were saying, because we was all downstairs talking about different things or whatever. So we go back downstairs. I mean, so me and her are speaking or whatever. And I noticed that I was a little bit short with my answers. And it was because I was still processing. So she was asking me, like, what are you going to do about this? What are you going to do about that or whatever? And, I was like, baby, I don't know right now, because I was still processing the information and trying to figure out what's my next move. And that's how that went. So yesterday, he didn't get back to me. And I called him yesterday. No, first I was talking to my wife because he had some concerns about some things. And I kept thinking to myself, I really don't have the time. Like, I work 7 days a week. What's up with your Tampa? How you doing, Guff? So talked to my supervisor, told my supervisor, hey, look, I can't do this anymore. I'm working 7 days a week. I make more money at my other job. I feel more needed at my first job, the supervisor that I was talking to. I said, but this is going back to what Tien said. You show up for everybody else, but you're not showing up for yourself. So when I had that conversation with her, that was my main thing, is that, because I feel like I'm making an impact in the community by going to work, I'm not putting enough aside for myself. And, when I talked to my wife about it, she was like, yeah, because I don't care about you doing no lives. And the way she said it was like, show up for yourself, basically. And, she's my helpmate. So she's supposed to help me as I am supposed to help her. What's up with your Superman Garden? How you doing? So she told me that, and I took in consideration what she was saying. She was talking about, like, sometimes I come home and I spend like 2 hours on the live and things like that. And I understood what she was saying. And, she means well. I didn't get upset or frustrated or anything like that. I know she's helping me, because sometimes when we don't see our own flaws when when we're just looking. But if you look at it from a different perspective, or someone else lends you their eyes so that you see it from a different scope, then you're able to evaluate it differently. You see what I'm saying? So I told her about it, told my supervisor about it. So they told me 2 weeks, and I talked to the guy that did the inspection, and he told me some things, y'all. Mm. He took things. I went downstairs to my son's bathroom. Went to my son's bathroom, and when I tell my son to clean up, I'm looking for certain things that he's supposed to do. I made him a list and everything so that he doesn't forget, because he has a tendency to forget as well. So I knew what the list was, but all of a sudden, my eyes, my perception I looked at it differently, and I started to see all of the things that he probably saw. And I just was frustrated. One of the reasons why I was frustrated is because my cockiness and my, let me see, what's the other word? Um, my confidence. What's up with you, Barry? How you doing, man? My cockiness and my confidence is the main reason why I failed. And it's because I feel like I have a skill that can be used, and I didn't reflect on what they actually was going to be looking at. So with that being said, the reason why one of the biggest reasons why I failed is because my cockiness. I'm a very cocky guy. I'm very confident. Um, some people may even call it conceited to a certain extent, but I feel very, very great about myself, and um, I let that impact everything that was going on in my life. So yeah, I've recognized it, but I knew what I had to do, and I'm strategizing how I was going to do it, and then I knew I needed the day off, and so I took off the extra day, and then yesterday was a very, very, I felt some kind of way about yesterday because when he told me everything, I'm like, how am I supposed to do this? Because he said you cannot be licensed with the chickens in there, and he gave me the reasons why, and I felt like, you know what, he is exactly correct on that. And then I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm not showing up for myself. So when Tien mentioned that, it really stuck with me because I'm doing all the work in everybody else's garden, well, my work garden, and I'm doing everything for the family. I'm getting this house together, but I haven't put in the work for myself. So that's basically what my testimony is. Like, I have to put in the work for myself. If this is supposed to, what's up with you, so blessed? If this is supposed to be my dream, then you got to work at your dream. Like, anybody that has ever had a dream and they have to attack it, they have to put their efforts into it. So me thinking that my efforts were, okay, I'm gonna spend 30 minutes when I get off work, and I'm gonna do such and such to the garden or whatever. That's not enough, you know. And I had to think about that. Like, I was on Miss Gale's YouTube, and on that YouTube, we was talking about all the plants and everything, and also on Etsy looking for different plants that I wanted to start, cuttings and stuff like that. Then I was at Broke. Broke has a membership, so Broke had a live as well, and I'm looking at his plants and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I want to grow that, especially the nectarine and a couple of other things that he showcased. And I'm like, you know what? I have enough trouble growing what I have. So why am I going to compact all of this other stuff that's going to stress me out? Because what happens is I start these projects and then I don't get to finish because my time is so limited. So I have to turn a new leaf. I haven't bought any seeds in a good little minute, and it's because I don't have the fund. Well, I do. I'm not going to allocate my funds for that, and also I need to concentrate on the things that I do have because I keep on trying to do these projects, and I got ADHD. I can't finish a project without moving to another project. So I have 4 projects going at the same time, and nothing get completed because my focus isn't. I lack focus. I lack organization. So I had to take that into consideration. So I talked to the guy, get off the phone. I didn't want to call my wife because we had plans on how things were supposed to go, and that was supposed to be on Monday. And it's because when it comes down to my ability to do it, I got that. When it comes down to the person having a place that is clean, that is functional, where they can get the support that they need, the food, all the other things that they might need, I had that. But there's other things about the home that my cockiness blocked me from seeing. Went from 5 grow bags to 65 like a crazy person. I can hear you guys construction. So I'm driving and I hear the squeaky sound. That means your brakes. So that was another roadblock. Cause it's like when I hear people with that sound, I'm like, come on, y'all ain't got no money to get it done, and I'm in that same position today. I called the repair shop. I'm sorry, I got the window closed, so I'm sweating, and that's because I'm trying to make sure y'all hear my words. Um, and so I called the repair place to see if I can get in on Friday. They're going to be closed. So I got to go to like a Jiffy Lube or something like that to get my brakes looked at. I don't know if it's the brakes. I know absolutely nothing when it comes down to car. Like nothing. That's not my forte. That's just one of those things that I ain't got popping. So that is what it is. My coworkers. Hold on one second. Let me speak to them real quick. All right, y'all, I'm back. Sorry about that. So it's 63 degrees today. So he tells me that, and mind you, y'all, I just spent 2,800 on my transmission. Now I'm finna spend, I don't know how much. I don't know. I'm not a car guy, so I don't know what this ticket is gonna look like. I don't know what this money is gonna look like. I'm nervous because they can basically tell me anything they want to, and I gotta accept it almost because I have no knowledge about it. So, and I was feeling some kind of way. I was feeling some kind of way last night. My wife got home. I had just walked in the house. I got some horseradish. Grabbed my horseradish from out the mailbox. I grabbed my shampoo ginger. I got shampoo ginger in the mail too. So I got both of those. I put those on the table, and I see my mulberry cuttings there. And I got the white mulberry, the Russian mulberry, and the red mulberry. So I'm looking like, man, I got a lot of stuff I could do. So I get to let me handle the chat at the same time. So I get my wife walks in. She's talking to me, and she says, "You okay?" I said, "Yeah, cool, baby, cool, baby." I just believe that, you know, as a man, I have to, some of my feelings ain't gonna show. It's gonna show just because I'm very expressive, but as far as like telling her, sometimes I'll just say I'm good, and then I just, try to remove myself from, that place where I'm feeling like I'm blogged out. What's up with you, Urban? How you doing? My brakes need doing for months. Dude. Don't judge me, GT. I can't. I have other people in my car, so if it was just me, then I would look at it totally different. But since I have other people in my car, it's my responsibility to keep them safe. So I have to go ahead and get it done. You know, I I have the resources to get it done, but after that, you know, I might start the little snuggle thing, the cuddling thing. If you know, you know. Go check out Wind Down Wednesday, and you'll see what he was talking about. I'm not doing that for real, but it was just a little Jimmy joke. And Jimmy joke is from Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg on one of his CDs, he said a Jimmy joke about your mama that you just might not like. Yeah, on the Rizal. I'm talking about you and I'm sorry, y'all. So my wife sensed, get back to the story. So my wife sensed that, you know, I'm feeling some kind of way. And she looks at me and it was like, it was like I almost turned my head like, I don't want to be bothered or something like that. It was like it wasn't a dismissive expression, but it was a expression of I can't talk right now. She was like, "You want to go and look at a chicken coop?" I said, "Yeah, let's go look at a chicken coop." So my wife saved the day. She took me to um, go check out this chicken coop, and we spent about 10 minutes just looking at it. And um, I know who I am. I am a black man, and I'm proud of who I am. I cannot change my color, and I will not change my color. And there was a white man that was in his garden messing with his chickens and his turkeys. And we stopped, and he can clearly see that we were um, in a car looking at his chicken. And I told, he went in the house, you know, and then we turned so that we could see, and he went to his back porch. We could clearly see that he was on his back porch, and that gave me a sense of comfort. You know, if you know, you know. But that was like, man, that's cool. And then after that, my wife said, "You want to go look at some nice sights or whatever?" So we go up, and I don't like roller coasters, but she taking me on this windy road, and we drive about 20 minutes, and then we go down and back up, and then we climb this hill, and then I'm listening to Tampa Creek Garden, and where she stopped at was a perfect view. And I tried to show Tampa Creek them, but I couldn't, and it was because my camera it just couldn't capture it. And then I took a few pictures and I put it on my community page, but it still doesn't do justice. Like, the human eye is it's immaculate when it comes down to that versus what the camera sees. So we got something very, very beautiful about our eyes. So, I got over that. I woke up this morning, I felt a little defeated, but I was getting it was like I was doing my little push ups or whatever. I was feeling a little stronger or whatever. And I watched Broke, and I was feeling better. And then I watched Vlad TV, and I watched him interview. I think it was like 3 months ago that he posted it, but I seen it today. And he interviewed Mike Vick, and Mike Vick went through his story. And I felt some kind. I'm not at the chat, so if you're saying something in the chat, I get to it in a second. Hold on. So Mike Vick was telling his story, and I felt a whole lot better, because my interpretation was different from probably others that was listening to Mike Vick tell his story. It was how I interpreted, and it was like, he had a dream, he had a desire, and even when he, had a little stumbling block with his life, he got back out there to say, "Look, ain't nothing shaking but some dry." He just said, well, he just said that he ain't gonna stop. And I had to look at myself and say, you know what? If you say this your dream, then why are you gonna convert to something else? Because I was thinking, maybe I shouldn't do it like this. Maybe I should do it like this because it's less stress. And it's like, no, God ain't gonna give you something that's too hard for you to handle. You just got to put on your big boy drawers and go ahead and do what you got to do. So that was something there where I took inspiration from that. And then, I seen that The Educated Natural was having a live, and I can't even remember the title. A lot of times, y'all, I don't be reading y'all titles. I just see that y'all going live or y'all posted a video, and then I just go to it. I don't be caring. I just be happy y'all shared. So I see her, and it was at 12:45 my time, and I'm like, okay, let me see what she's talking about. So I go over there and I'm listening to her and I'm like, wow, she's talking about people showing up. You showing up for everybody else and you ain't showing up for yourself. And I start thinking about my garden. I start thinking about my wife, my son. And I'm like, I'm up here chasing a bag and I don't even need the bag like that. Why am I showing up for everybody but myself? And the things that I do want to do, like spend more time with my wife, spend more time with my son, those are big dreams, big desires for me. And I'm up here trying to make $1. And she was talking about you show up for everybody else's lives and their content and stuff like that, and you're not even creating. So when she spoke, it was like, what? I think she's talking to me. It's like when that preacher tell you something and you like, are they talking about me? You ever felt like that? You ever been there before? Where they're saying something and resonate with you and you start looking around, you feel like, you feel undressed almost, like, like they see your iniquities and stuff. That's how I felt. Like Shawty really said some stuff that really like did something. And somebody had said something about somebody doing a live or something like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a live today because I got something to say. Y'all don't let these streets beat y'all up. Remember that star play in yourself, you gotta take the time for it, And that's what I was missing. I was not actually invested in myself properly. I was going about it just trying to chase a bag. A bag ain't everything. Money has never ran my life. Money has never been my alternative. Like, it's never been that. It's just I've been always trying to, buy this next thing so that I can, be on top of, just wanted to do something different. Wanted to create my own food forest inside my garage. I've always wanted to do that. But now it's at a point where it's like everything that you don't have, you don't need it. Everything that you do have, if it's not costly, get rid of it. So that's what I came to say. I have to do things different. So my supervisor, she asked me some questions about why did I. She finally asked me. It was like she wanted to ask me when I did drop my Monday, and I gave her the reason what I gave her last year. I'm going fishing. And so what she said was, is there any behaviors that you would like to mention about this person? And I mentioned them. And she said, so I guess it's just a coincidence that I can't say the word, y'all. Coincidence that you're leaving, the week after the coincidence. I said, no, it was 2 weeks ago. And I addressed it the way I addressed it. And she said, and I told her what my strategy was, what I did, how I got him to understand certain things or whatever. And I told her about her mom, about his mom and the principles that she lived by. And that's not going to work with him getting older and being smarter and all this other stuff. And she said, they really need me back there. And I said, well, I've been given years to everyone else. It's about time that I invest in myself. Because after so long, you start getting burnout. And it's not because you're tired of the job. It's just that you haven't invested enough in yourself and you feel underappreciated. And she said, wow. And I thanked her for listening to me because she didn't have to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hold on a second, y'all. What's up with your Prepper 101? Good to see you, man. Let me see. I like to talk to my coworkers as well. We will call them cellmates, but I like to call them coworkers. That man is something else. Okay, no time like the present. Okay. In one hand and out the other. Always something needs fixed. Yeah, I broke when I got my car. I did my brakes and my rotators. It was $995, and that was 3 years ago, I think. And it's time again, at least for the front. So long as it's not more than $1,000, I'm okay. If it's more than $1,000, then I'm gonna have to sell some beats, or make a little rap tune or something. I'm gonna have to do something. Um, because wow, and something always needing fixing. Yeah, and you know that's what I started to think about. Like, if I wouldn't have worked as much as I've been working, I wouldn't have had the money to actually get this stuff fixed. And it's like, if I wouldn't have been working as much as I've been working, then maybe I wouldn't need it, because I wouldn't have been driving as much. Like, everything has a counter, you know, a yin and a yang or whatever, you know. And I thought about it, like, you know, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Let me get back to this, y'all, and I'm gonna get up out of here. I feel you, G2. My my AC unit broke during a heat wave. Just spent 6,500 to get it replaced. And it's like, some people lose their homes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clock in a few minutes. Some people lose their homes because they actually don't have the resources to get these things fixed, and they feel like they at a standstill. So I understand, and life can be very, very draining on you. And if you don't have the support system, if you can't, yeah, you got to find that that oomph. Like, I don't visit channels. I don't stay on channels with dramas on there. I don't do it. I live to where I don't need it in my life. My everyday life comes with challenges. So why do I want to be in your presence and get my emotions riled up in a way that's not healthy, you know? But I don't even know why I said that. Dolores, how you doing? How you doing? Professional cuddler. Everybody know about that. Please don't. That always makes my day. Gardens and livestock. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, you keep on doing what you're doing, bro. You're right, bro. That camera doesn't do any justice. Yeah, this what you see with your naked eye is so beautiful. What's up with your shining 2003? How you doing, girl? He placed a desire and a dream in your heart from jump. Yes, and I didn't realize it, and now it's time for me to attack it. My family has, you know, things are in place because this is what my desire was, and now I need to attack it. I need to attack it from, like a freight train. Got to get it done. Okay, everybody speaking to everybody. Yes, you feel like saying getting out of my business. Yeah, yes, conviction. I felt it. Hey, everybody, I'm still driving. Sorry, I can't individually speak. The star play at 100%. What's up with your resilient dad? How you doing, man? Okay, the off-grid trucker. What's up with you, man? How you doing? So I made it to the bottom of the chat. That's what's up. Let me make sure that I did not miss anybody. No, I did not. I made it to the bottom of the chat. All right, y'all. Let me see. Big 10, you see what you started in a good way. Keep going, man. Yeah, 10. Like, you was the feather that broke the camel's back, as they say, I guess is a good terminology I can use, or a good saying. Like, I already knew what I needed to do. I got pushed a little bit because of the Mike Vick story, and then 10 went on to put the icing on the cake, basically. And it was like, you know what? I just need to tell people, look, we all have dreams. How dedicated you are to reach that goal, it's all on you. We have a lot of willpower, and what we choose, that's on you. I choose my dream. I can't go no other way. If it wouldn't have been 10, I know for sure I wasn't gonna go live, because it was my private thoughts. Like, my wife is probably listening to this right now. Hey, that beautiful. How you doing, baby? She's listening. She's I bottle my feelings in, you know. I go in the garden, I release my feelings. I talk to my chickens. I do whatever I need to, but my stress is nobody else's stress. But yeah, yeah, peace, bro. Yeah. So I'm gonna get up in this spot. I got about 7 minutes left. I was supposed to clock in about 10 minutes ago. I got here early. I expected to only do 30 minutes real quick and then get up out of here. So yeah. So I did pretty good. AR, I'm reading somebody else's mail. I'm listening to you. I wasn't going to live today myself, but God knew better. Oh, so that's what you was. I knew that's what you said. I thought that's what you said. So you talk to me, girl. Like real talk. You said something to me, and I was like, so I appreciate you. For real, for real. You weren't supposed to go live. I wasn't supposed to go live. But your message touched a lot of people. And if it didn't touch a lot of people, it touched me. And I thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? I was able to say something. And yeah, so I appreciate you. Let me see. Have a good shift, GT. Yeah, it's time to do what I do. I get to go play. I get to go bowling. That's what I wanted to do. This is what we do at my job. I take them for outdoor activities. So I get to have fun. But that is my dream, y'all, to own an assisted living home. I get to actually make an impact in someone's life, and I get to dictate things a little bit differently than working for other people. I also get to make some money because they can't pay me what I'm worth. They can't pay me for the time that I've spent. I don't have to do as much traveling if I'm actually in control of, other things besides, driving 45 minutes to town, So what's up with you, Miss Shirley OG Gardner? How you doing? How you doing? All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate everything that I've been granted here. I'm very appreciative of the connections that I've made with YouTube. I'm as authentic as I can ever be. Nothing about me is fake or phony. This is really what my life is, and I thank y'all. So keep on doing what y'all doing, y'all, and I had to catch y'all on the next one. All right. Thank you for the support. And if you are on the replay and you made it this far, I want to thank you for listening to my conversation. My conversation will go everywhere, and I am ADHD. I don't have control over that. I could tell a story and I could throw in all types of things, funny stuff and all that other stuff, but I can't stay on a topic. That's how I'm built. Okay. That's just how I'm built. Okay. But just remember, no matter how I go about it, you got to trust that process. You hear? You hear? All right, dude, let me get up out of here. Let's see. If you're serious, I may be able to help you, fam, with that dream. It's just implementing my desire, man. It's like that's all it is. It's actually attacking what I want. It's time. Nothing else is. There's no other roadblock but time. That's my biggest thing. I'm spending time helping everybody else but me. Like I invest in people or invest my time into making more money for another company and I get part of that. But it's like I'm going to see Freddie because I go to sleep and then Freddie come and visit me in my dream and I don't get to attack my dream yet. Bad analogy, bad example, but I'm not getting what I want because I'm not spending the time doing it. It's just like a person that says they want to be a doctor. You have the knowledge, but you ain't took the time to go do the classes that actually take you to that further part where you can become a doctor. It's that next step, and mine's is time. That's all. That's all it is time. So I'm taking the time. I got 2 weeks on Tuesday, and then I'm done. I'm done with that part of it. So I'll be off Monday and Tuesday. J3 just went live. I don't know what the thing just said, but J3 just went live. I'm gonna get up out of here. Oh, they just pulling up one of my other clients. Okay, Perfection Bacon. Hey there, how you doing? How you doing? I gotta turn off my camera just to, you know, do what I do. Perfection Bacon is good to see you. Yes, because the healthcare is a big business, but time consuming because you have to be everything and everywhere. Yes, and that's what I want to be. I want to be that part of it because I love what I do. What's up with you, Mike? I don't think I seen Mike up in here, but it's good to see you, Mike. All right, y'all. I thank you very much for everything. Um, y'all stay true to your dreams. Don't let nothing take you away from that. Don't let anything knock you off your square. You hear me? Everybody got a testimony. Have you told yours? I'm GT Junior, and I'm out. Trust the process.